the last few hours, photographs have been shared online, and they show what looks like a round object on the back of a pickup truck. It's reported that this is the object that was recently taken out above Alaska. One person said the following about the incident. Maybe the balloon that was taken down was a distraction, and this new object that was observed above Alaska was the real deal. And now this has happened, perhaps they'll just tell us this is just another balloon. It seems strange that within the last few days these two events have unfolded at pretty much exactly the same time. The object on the back of the truck certainly looks strange, and I can't think of what it could be, but for me the timing of all this seems weird." End quote. As of right now, various questions remain over what was taken out above Alaska. The unidentified object is currently raising concerns over US airspace, with officials saying that in recent weeks a number of high-altitude objects have been detected in the area, and this comes just a few days after a Chinese spy balloon was taken out. The newest information is that a US F-22 Raptor shot down a high-altitude object, which was detected at 40,000 feet. The Pentagon came forward and said the object posed a threat to safety of civilian flights. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said the object was being investigated, and they came to the conclusion that it posed a threat to civilian aircrafts, but did say that the military was still investigating where it came from and who it belonged to. Alaska Senator Dan Sullivan said the following in a press release. "I appreciate the senior Defense Department officials who briefed me this morning on the sighting of this latest object. As I've been doing for the past week, including in a classified briefing with senior Pentagon officials yesterday, I strongly encouraged the Northcom commander this morning to shoot down this latest unidentified intrusion into Alaska airspace. I commend them for doing so today. As I reiterated with senior Defense Department officials yesterday, we need to re-establish deterrence with regard to the Chinese Communist Party, which believes they can willfully infiltrate American airspace whenever they want. That has to stop. The best way to do this is through the type of actions that we've taken today in Alaska, and to publicly state that we will be shooting down any and all unknown aircraft that violate our airspace. We also need to appropriately equip our military in Alaska with the sensors and aircraft needed to detect and, if necessary, destroy everything from slow-moving balloons to hypersonic missiles." End quote. Yesterday, a statement was released by US Northern Command, and they said they have no new information to share about the object's capabilities, purpose or origins, but noted that recovery efforts were on the way to retrieve the object and conduct further research. The mysterious object has been described as being around the size of a small car, not being the same shape as the balloon that was taken out above the US, and also showing no visible propulsion system. One user said the following: "If this is a national security threat, then I think it's time this government is honest to the people about what's going on, because this type of activity is a concern for everyone. And for too many years now we've been kept in the dark when it comes to these types of activities. In the last few days we've been told that a number of these objects have been taken out above the US airspace, and as of right now no one seems to really know what they are, where they're coming from and why they're above us in the first place." End quote. In recent years a number of interesting documents have been released that detail mysterious aircrafts, and many think that the US government is well aware of them, but is currently keeping their cards close to their chest, and only releasing very minimal amounts of information to the general public. It was originally believed that these mysterious objects could have been aircrafts that were developed by different militaries around the world, and given their ability to vanish off of radar detection, could have been a variation of developments for stealth bombers or stealth aircrafts. This means that the number one task in regards to the files that detail these objects was to determine the purpose of these crafts, and their origin as to determine whether or not these crafts posed a threat. after it became fairly obvious that the unidentified objects were able to do things that jets couldn't, the issue at hand became increasingly complex. The methods used to determine whether or not these crafts were a threat to national security circled around where these crafts were spotted, the technology the crafts use and its ability to be used in warfare. Using these simple metrics, it became apparent to the researchers that not only were these unidentified objects a threat, but they demonstrated technological prowess that could not be matched if a fight ever played out. Though many of the mysterious aircrafts were spotted at random locations across the country, a small minority of these crafts were found located near US nuclear missile bases, flying through restricted airspace and hovering close to residential locations. It appeared that wherever these crafts wanted to go, they could easily find their way to their location regardless of measures taken to restrict airspace. Whenever these crafts were intercepted by military jets, they would either take off at speeds that were vastly superior to state-of-the-art jets, or would slowly fade away and disappear entirely. This means that there was no way to intercept these crafts or even engage in a dogfight if the event was necessary. Essentially, it was determined that not only were these crafts an obvious threat to national security, but that we are completely powerless to stop them from performing any action. So what do you make of these recent announcements, and what do you think these objects are? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comments section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.